DJ Will NYC on Instagram. Just send me a DM. I'll pull up anywhere, anytime.
Oh, he said he pulls up.
Yes, sir.
You already know what it is. Listen, I'm going to try this jerk chicken. I'm going to try this macaroni and cheese. It's your boy Shay Baby, 105.1.
My favorite Jay-Z records of all time. It's called The Things That You Do.
Shay Baby.
I think it's produced by Swiss. And around that time, I was still on the block, and Jay-Z had this incredible fucking lines he would say. He said, I used to take it for granted while they placed me on this planet, but right there under my nose was the flow of all flows, not a demon, but a rose in the cement. So I know that. See how I know records?
You don't like the shooting that. The what more can I say?
No, it's the things that you do to make it.
Oh yeah, Jazz, he goes stupid on that.
One of his most slept on records, produced by Swiss, and Mariah Carey was on it. That is the Jaz-O. That's the Jaz-O. Crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
So that was the Jaz-O. I think volume 3 came out at that time, around that time. So that was who I saw. That was like, wow, this nigga right here. But you know, I'm not starstruck, but I'm like, I probably gazed. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, my dude, listen. I don't want to
gaze. I was gazing,
bro.
This whole nigga.
No, these guys. That's what I'm saying. Like a little Dirk, like the baby, little baby. It don't hit the same when you gotta buy the CD and you riding around in the car and you gotta physically put the CD in, take it out of cassette, have the folder, have the whole album. It was like yellow. It went with you. I remember leaving and coming back home to get my CD cassettes.
Let me tell you an ill story. Right around that time, because I don't know if around that time he started to have the studio in Brooklyn. But yeah, it was around that time, 99, 2000. But this is how ill Clark was. Shout out to Source Money too, because Source Money was at the baby shower too. Freddie Fox, a couple guys a lot of people was there. Shout out to Source Money. I didn't even know Source Money that time, but I knew him because he did just put out Middle Finger You. Clark produced that, so I watched Clark make that beat.
Crazy.
So I seen that, and I seen when Source did the record and all that. You know, I'm not in their business, but around that time, it was little animosity in the room. You could feel it. I'm young, but I still could see it. But the moral of the story was Clark still fucked with them guys like that. But here's how ill Clark was, because Clark again, I remember like yesterday, Clark, spit for Source Money right now. In front of I'm on fucking Church Avenue and motherfucking 30-something Street, 32nd Street, 31st Street on Church Avenue. Clark was still trying to figure out what he was doing with so many artists that he had. So I spit for Source Money that night, me and my brother. Source was like, yo, who the fuck is this kid right here? All these niggas can rap, but I want this young nigga right here. So Clark, I don't know what they was going through at the time, but they was on cool times. But Clark allowed me and my brother to start working with Source Money. I got records with Source Money.
What? Are you serious?
We were Gorilla Hill.
My nigga. And niggas don't know how scorching this goes out to my Brooklyn crew. So, they don't understand how scorching Source Money was.
So imagine you got Source Money recruiting you. But from Clark.
I want to say, at this time, Source Money is bigger than Cameron and Mace. At this time. Maybe Mace is on the rise.
No, he wasn't bigger than Mace at the time.
Mace was probably already there, but he's bigger than Cameron. He had the song with Jay-Z.
Fucking right. He's nice. Source Money is one of the best niggas I've ever heard rap.
Ghost Rider, they say.
In my fucking life.
No, bro. You working with Source Money is classic.
So
classic. I know exactly who Source Money is.
Right.
He's that dude. His song with shit in Skate Key, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man.
How about this? Source is the ghostwriter. Source, he was so impressed with me, but it was a situation going on at the time. But I'm gonna tell you a record that I did with him. I still remember it. So it was like, Source, this ain't nothing but foreplay. Shit, I could play with these pussies all day. 9mm to his brain when I'm walking them out. then proceed to put the Hulk in his mouth. Squeeze that, chop him up, drop him off in the South. One-way ticket back to New York and I'm out. Ray Dawson, psychic, because I can see a nigga coughing, but you don't need Theraflu for the coughing that I'm talking about. That's on the record with Sauce.
Crazy.
My memories shot today, but not to those memories. You know what I mean? It's shot today, but not to that, because those are that was the fabric of my life. I didn't even know this shit was happening. Shit was just happening in real fucking time. You know what I'm saying? But this is real, actual facts. 100% facts.
This is what I'm.
This is how ill it is.
First of all, your interview and your story is crazy. But from what I'm getting from all this Clark Kent thing is that it seems like Clark, because at this time I think he's A&R president or something like that, Def Jam, right? A&R, right?
I can't tell you what his exact job.
He got a roll up, he had an office and everything.
Yeah, but he was always lit. It was always a lit situation. I don't know what he was at. He was always lit. Put it like that.
Right. So maybe you see how you say you didn't know too much, but he was always lit?
Yeah.
Maybe Clark had too much going on.
Could have been.
You know what I mean? Because what I'm saying is he takes you to Dame Dash house. Dame wants you family. Then he tries to give you the Source money. It's like,
no.
Why you keep trying to give something that you have right in your pocket?
I think, no, it's the Source money first. Then it's Dame.
Oh, and then that's when you work with him.
Yeah, Clark. Because, at the time, I believe that things were happening to Source in the music business where he couldn't take on the artist that he wanted.
Right.
Because you know what I mean. You know what I mean? I let Source tell his story, you know what I'm saying, in regards to that. But it was that first, Clark. Then it went to Source. The Source situation didn't work out with Gorilla Hill and Success and them niggas at the time. And then that's when it went back to, because I never left I never left the nest of the Clark World entity. I was always in it. But he was always trying to place, I didn't know what he was doing then, but I knew I was with the lit nigga and doing lit shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what he was preparing a nigga for, you know what I'm saying? But I know now, you know what I'm saying? So everything was just happening in real time. So it was the Source first. That didn't work out. Then it came to the Dame shit.
That's crazy.
That's how it went.
Yeah. Nah, that's crazy, man.
Oh, well, I'm missing something else. It's crazy. Shout out to Jaz-O. I got records with Jaz-O too, because Jaz-O, another one, was like, yo, I fucking love that nigga. I love them niggas. Me and my brother at the time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jaz-O.
Why are you talking about Hawaii Sophie Jaz-O?
This is documented shit. I've been in that circuit my whole life.
Yo, you the GOAT right now. Yo, don't do this. Yo, I don't care. I don't care. It's just the whole point of, to meet these people, bro. I'm telling you, these niggas was everything. I'm from Westchester. These niggas was everything.
Young, too. Young.
This is crazy, these stories, man.
Young.
For real. So, who's it like me and Jaz-O?
Jaz is an interesting nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's very peculiar about what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Jaz is a dope artist as well. You know what I'm saying? I think at that time, Jaz-O had the situation where he wasn't, I don't think he was getting along with Hove.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They probably had, I don't know if it was made public at the time when they was rapping and battling and he was spitting rhymes at Hove, but at that time, I don't think he couldn't do anything with me and my brother at the time. Yeah. I got cut records with Jaz.
And y'all was burning them?
Burning Jaz now. We wasn't burning Jaz.
Jaz is crazy, right?
Jaz is super nice. I wouldn't say burning them. Fuck no. That would be hyperbole. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
no,
that's a vet, of course.
Nah, we wasn't burning them.
Did you see that Jaz-O, the originator? Did you see that when you was working with him? Like, did you see like, because he's saying that he started the whole, like he got Jay-Z rapping. That's his story, right?
I wasn't around for that, but he was.
I know, but when you were around him, did you feel like Jay-Z learned a lot from this nigga?
I'm not gonna say that. I can't say what he didn't learn. I didn't know the story like that, their history, but I know he was Jaz-O though.
Yeah.
I know who the fuck he was. I bet you that shit. I know who the fuck he was. He had the Kings County imprint at the time. He still got it. He
Facts.
was always Jazz to me. You know what I'm saying? Still
Yeah.
Jazz. Shout out to
And he's
Jaz-O
from Marcy too?
from Marcy.
That's crazy.
Word.
Yeah. So, all right. So
Now we can get to the game because I got
yes.
used around it sounded like I got used around like a rag doll, right?
Yeah, no, not really. No. What it sounds like is that this is what the business is about, bro. I'm telling you, in the 90s, 2000s. Yo, my nigga, I remember going to Rough Riders. And you know, you see 1,000 niggas in there trying to spit for them, but then you see those same guys that spit for them in Rough Riders, then they would be signed to
shit like that.
A vacant lot.
Shit like that. That was.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand that.
Of course, there wasn't
what you had to do. There was no fucking demos. You said it. They tossed them.
Nigga, that was.
You had to spit in person. If you didn't know them, you were not getting on, fam.
That was the version of like how the Making the Band had to walk for cheesecakes to get on.
Facts.
With that other guy, this was
that's what the spitting was.
The way you had to get on, nigga. You had to
100%.
Your lumps. You had to go through it. You wasn't 100%. Just getting on, nigga. Word. All this shit, I'm telling you, niggas gonna vouch for that shit and put money on. Yo, what that.
You know what's crazy? You see the way these URL niggas battle right now?
Mm-hmm.
I always felt like what they doing now is what you had to do to get a deal.
Nigga.
Am I learning now?
Nigga, that's exactly what you had to do. You didn't hear me?
No, I see.
Matter of fact, you know how many circuits where it was like that? From Gilly on down. All them niggas was around Clark. We had to battle. That was it. You ain't getting the fuck on unless you kicking that shit, B. That's it. That's it. So it polished, you know what I'm saying, niggas' skills and own niggas' skills for when we got later on down the line. That's how niggas got ready. Nigga, I was 18 years old before I even got any kind of notoriety. I'm fucking 24, 23, 24.
Yeah.
5 years before a nigga even 5 years before a nigga even heard of a nigga.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? 3 or 4 or 5 years before you even got, like, who the fuck is that? You know what the niggas Clark used to say? Yo, who's the nigga that look like Gavin that Clark is with?
That's the nigga say?
That's what Clark used to say.
Oh, Foxy brother Gav?
Who was the nigga that looked like Gavin that Clark always got with him?
Ha!
Fuck if he rapped. That's what I swear to God.
Yeah.
That's how it was. Funny. You had to make your way.
That's a fact.
Shout out to Gav too.
Word. Wait, see. So Gav, speaking of Gav is from your neighborhood?
He's from Brooklyn. That's Foxy brother, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
He's from the slope.
Hate me now, B.
He's from the slope.
That's a fact. All right, so now we figured now that you said that I thought that you being passed around. Nah, man, that's the name of the game, man. You've been, put it this way. At least you was in the circle, if you feel the pass around part of niggas being worth passed around to get on in the game, because these niggas were niggas that could have blind you in the right positions. All these niggas were in the right positions.
When I say pass around, I say respectfully in the sense of like you had to make your motherfucking bones. You know what I'm saying? So wherever you was landing, wherever you was at, that means obviously you was in the right place, you was in the right circle, but you had to make your bones. You wasn't just getting on. It wasn't going down like that. You had to make your fucking bones. That's it. Yeah. So wherever you was at, wherever niggas wasn't cock hopping and no shit like that, trying to be in different sets and on. Niggas was placing niggas in these environments.
That's what I mean.
See what you made of, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean, yeah.
See how to sharpen your skills. See if you that ball. See if you that nigga.
Yeah.
See if you can hold your own. How I'm gonna put you on and I fucking damn near made.
No, because I've seen niggas that were nice and then they get to that point and then they fold when they start rapping.
Seen it all too many
nervousness. They forget their lines. Because at that time, it was like you would have like, I remember being in Rough Riders and DMX is there like, let me hear what you got, nigga.
Right.
We talk about a platinum artist saying, let me hear something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's how you
So, of course you're going to be like, you know, it's like Jordan saying, let me see you shoot a 3 right now. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
You better make that shit or get out the gym, nigga.
Yeah, it's different, my nigga. That's another, that's different type of shit. That's why I respect you because, you know, like you just told me, like, you're in the fucking Dame Dash and during the Dame Dash eras. That's like to be honest with you, I don't even know if I want to talk to Dame during those eras. He's
you couldn't talk to him.
Maniac at this time.
Yo,
he's a maniac. He's telling Leon Cohen to kiss his ass. So he would have easily told you when he heard your bars, yo, fam, get out my house, please.
Right.
Am I right or wrong?
Right. Nigga,
that's what liable could have happened to you, bro.
Worst case scenario, thank God.
That's why I said I respect you. That's a lot of heart. Whole time I'm on the Dame Dash game, I'm like, damn, I just saw backstage. This nigga's a prick. I'm going.
It was like it was like some kind of Jesus fucking light at the nigga table type shit. You know what I mean? I just
and by the way, for those who's watching Dame, I'm not saying it in a bad way because you're a prick that everybody needs to be because you got what you wanted.
I respect Dame.
And that's what
I respect Dame.
Hell yeah!
The fuck out of Dame.
Me too. Dame is that dude.
I respect Dame. I ain't just saying it. I ain't saying this shit for no platform. I respect.
No, me neither. Me neither. No, dude. I respected him when I heard him say he makes his kids go outside of his Trump Plaza or wherever he lives at, a offensive condo, and go outside and sell lemonade. So they understand to have their own business and not work for nobody.
His business acumen is out of this world.
Out of this world, he's a genius.
Sidebar, he's the nigga that introduced me to Reiki. He was on that level back then. But that's a whole nother story. But that's how interesting that nigga is. Shout out to Dame though.
100%. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So we winding down to the end, man. We've been on here for about an hour, 15 minutes. So this is definitely one of many that we're gonna come to the table because I'm glad. First of all, I just want to let you know I'm happy that you're back, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. It kind of feels like I'm talking to Mace right now, as far as a nigga that you watched for so long. And no, for real, my nigga.
Right.
I've been a part of your life for a long time too, because you've been a friend of mine. Where I've watched your career, you know, grow outside of, you know, even if it's watching on MySpace or watching on any way we could have known to watch each other. You know what I mean?
So after I can't leave this out. So after the lowly demise of Bang City, I put out a solo project called The Win-Win, hosted by DJ Music Rocker. That's when DJs and mixtapes were still popping. So that album got put out, you know what I'm saying? It did well for me in the streets, but I had no engine due to, you know, due to previous situations and shit like that. It went gold. It went gold in the streets. It got me a deal with Koch, just put it like that. Shout out to Diane Tarrant and Omar Iceman and out in California. So I got a deal. That was my first independent deal. I took the hiatus. I got the deal with Koch and Iceman Music Group and Diane Tarrant.
This had to be like 2007, 2008, right?
This is 2008, exactly.
You know how I knew that? Because Koch was throwing the money out. That was a part of the time when it was like everybody was trying to go to Koch. They were giving away money like it was. That's why I believe that. Because I knew the year.
Right, 2008.
Because Koch was just like, here. You made the right move. How did you like it with Koch?
I liked it, but like, remember,
you're used to the machine.
I'm used to the machine, the way the machine thinks, the way
being around Clark and them, I know it's fucked up, man.
So I had to do it on my own. I had bad management. I had bad situations. You know, shit was going on. I'm in the streets crazy at that time. Like, I'm in the streets, my nigga. Like, fuck rap. I know how to rap. I'm in the streets, though. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, it's like, yo, to kill or be killed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just whatever's whatever. I know how to rap, though. So that's why you can hear the aggression on the Win-Win like that. Those songs like, you know, Say Your Prayer, On the Run, As I, and all those shits like that. But that album did well for me. But although having those bad experiences for the second time, I said, fuck this music shit. And then I stopped for 10 years because I was in a deal with Koch for a 10-year deal.
You lying, for real?
I swear to God.
So you just getting out of this?
2019, 2020. So imagine,
Like a 10-year clause on it?
yeah. So imagine, because I was bad management too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So imagine that happened. So I'd be like, fuck this rap shit, my nigga. Like, fuck this shit. I'm outside. I'm gonna get the money outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay down till I come up, stay regular, but always remain rich in spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how that shit came about, you know what I mean? Psychologically. So not to sound long with it, but then now it almost brings you back to 21 and 22. So I'm catching the vibe because I know a lot of people in the industry that's like, yo, son, I don't know why you stopped. All of those things that I spoke on is some of the reasons. It's more to it, but those are some of the reasons that led me to stop. Fuck this dirty ass music business. This shit is creepy, it's grimy, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Niggas get your head knocked off playing around the wrong way with the wrong people. So I'm like, fuck this shit. Somebody gonna get hurt severely playing with my life, playing with me. I'm not the toughest nigga by far. I just don't play about me and my organization, which is my family. You know what I'm saying? So I never played about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was fuck rap. I'm gonna get this street money and do my thing. You know what I'm saying? So leading up to 2001, 2002, I always had it in the back of my mind. I never wanted to let that shit down because I let it go because, look, I came in 20-something years ago expecting to put out a project as a musician, as an artist. So 2003, in 2002, I moved to ATL. That's where I'm at currently right now. You know what I mean? But and then I couldn't write a fucking thing while I was there. So the moral of the story is why I'm saying that I had to come back home. I had to touch the soil again.
Also,
I
you
always
did
came
all
back.
the records in New York.
I wrote this, The Forgotten Son, Bleed, when I came back home. My mother was kind of banged up. She was ill, and it kind of brought a lot of shit, emotions out of me that I didn't see when I was going through the emotions of just going through that whole whirlwind. So I was able to see that shit when I stepped out of myself, and that's how I was able to write this project. That's why it's called The Forgotten Son.
Right.
It's called The Forgotten Son.
Yeah.
Of music.
Yeah. That's crazy.
My mother got 4 kids. I'm the forgotten son. Period. In music.
I just caught what you were saying.
So
I just told you. Yeah. Why? Okay. So what made you come up with that?
all my brothers are successful, right? You know what I mean? They will do well for themselves. We'll do well for ourselves. But I always felt like I was always the black sheep, you know what I'm saying? So to speak, you know what I mean? The way I was looked at or perceived wasn't in the light of them. Shout out to my brothers. You know what I mean? I lived a precarious lifestyle. They didn't live like that. Although my brother dipped and dabbed, my oldest brother, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't live like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's fortunate for them. They know no slouches to no imagination. But to get back to the point, I was the forgotten son with music and with life. So those records that came out, like Bleed and all that shit, Would You Bleed For Me? Those are talking about all those records that I went through, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Niggas die in the streets. You bleeding for niggas in the streets that won't give you wouldn't spit on you if you was on fire. You know what I'm saying? I've been through all of that shit. You know what I mean? So that was the reason for that. And the streets don't love you. You're going to die out there. So let's try seeing the streets give you some goddamn blood. Like, let's see that happen. Nigga, that don't happen. It's unheard of. You're gonna bleed. You're gonna bleed for them, but they ain't gonna bleed for you.
Right.
So that was what I started to see, because a lot of the drill music was, making its way on the scene. It was doing, it does what it does. Shout out to the drill music and the younger generation. But niggas is dying. These young niggas is dying out here.
Yeah.
At a rate that's uncanny type shit.
Nasty. This is unbelievable.
They're dying, B.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? And they putting in that pain. But guess what? Look where it's headed though. Look what it's done to the culture. Look what it's done to the New York sound. Not just the drill music. Period.
Period.
We have. It seems New York has no identity to me without the with the respects outside the respects of the greats of Kiss and Fab and all of them niggas, and the list goes on. You know what I mean? We don't really have an identity. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So that's why I felt obligated like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To do this project. Because I feel
I like the project, and I like the way the game is going for the project. So
right,
like having your own media people, having your own Instagram, having your own YouTube, having everything set is good these days. So it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Sense. It made sense for me to do something, and I got a lot of industry friends, artists,
exactly.
that told me that would tell me all the time, hit me up all the time, yo. Put a project out, nigga. The music business needs you. Music needs you. We need your music. And that's why I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the fact. Okay, so when did you catch the video that we did the behind the scenes for?
Oh shit! You know how you was a bad motherfucker, boy. That motherfucker behind the scenes was on the motherfucking YouTube in like 60 minutes, nigga. I said, this a real nigga.
Wait till you see this one. Wait till you see this one.
This nigga,
this one will probably be up in like 2 hours.
She was up in like.
Listen, that's the way I like to work, bro. Why host? YouTube is there, whether it gets 1 million views or 100 views now. It's up there for life.
The reason why I say that is because, to me, the work ethic ain't the same as it was back then. You come from that cloth of work ethic. We come from that cloth. So it shouldn't be in a place where we're left out.
Yeah.
We're the forgotten sons. You know what I'm saying? So niggas gonna know, it's gonna correlate, it's gonna work, people gonna know, you know what I'm saying? Because that type of era, a lot of niggas put that music shit down. A lot of artists put that shit down. Like, fuck this shit, fuck that shit, my nigga.
Yeah.
If it was this easy to get on the way it is now back then, come on, man.
No, listen, niggas like us now.
Come on.
Niggas like us now, we got 200,000-300,000 followers. Like, if they have Instagram when we were doing what we were doing.
So, I don't even know how.
You know, niggas on the gram now that are pop, like Sauce Walker. Sauce Walker don't got no deal.
He popped on the internet.
He's just a nigga that why get a deal for? Niggas love him on his own.
Right.
That would have been niggas like you, niggas like me, because a lot of niggas wouldn't have been. Imagine if you would be able to pull out your phone and show you in the house with Dame Dash on an Instagram 20 years ago. That makes you stop your credibility. It becomes a thing where you don't need Dame Dash. You show that you are your own boss.
There's a footage that I just seen, I came across, that is from that era. I went to jail that night. I ain't gonna hold you. It ain't cool to go to jail. I went to jail that night. Dame Dash gave me a 1-of-1 Rockaway jacket. It was yellow and black. That shit is floating around this motherfucker. Shout out to my nigga Express 2 and Blitz. That's Clark Kent's manager. He took on the task of managing Bang City. He risked it all. That's a dope, ill nigga. Shout out to Express and shout out to his brother Blitz. Shout out to Peter Panic, the vocal booth mechanic. Shout out to Kid Cuss. And the list goes on that came from that cloth. You know what I mean? So I gotta give them their props too, because without them niggas, man, it wouldn't be no me.
So wait, go back to going to jail that night. You said Dave, you were a yellow and black Rockaway jacket?
Yeah. I went to jail that night. Got chased by the helicopters in Fort Greene. And
why?
If you know, you know.
This is how we went to jail that night too. What?
Helicopters. There's like 1 million police officers that night. And
man, that was nasty.
The real right niggas know.
Man, that night were you thinking like, yo, I was just in the fucking house with Dame Dash?
Nigga gave me 8 bottles of fucking Armadale. Nigga just was on TV, Channel 7. Remember, he just released us to the world on Channel 7 that night. We all took Armadale by. I had about 8 of them shits. My nigga, we went to the projects. We was fucking smoked, nigga. I'm carrying.
So can you say Dame is the reason that happened that night? He had y'all turned up off Armadale?
We was turned the fuck up, B. I went to
if you see this, man, you did them dirty, man. You got them boys locked up with that Armadale, man.
But I definitely went to jail that night. Because I go front. That night, Biggs, he didn't take too liking to me yet. He like, this nigga, I don't know something about him. He didn't say nothing. He just a quiet nigga. But I know that night, we busting it up downstairs. I'm talking to some painter that he know. And she's white, Caucasian painter. And I'm kicking my shit to her. So then that's when a nigga believed. Big looked at me and was like, yeah, I fuck with you. Now I see why everybody fuck with you. Shout out to Biggs too. You know what I'm saying? I got a million fucking stories, my nigga.
100%. That's why we're not gonna get everything out of you here now, man. We're gonna wait till you come back to New York, or maybe I come down to ATL and you show me around ATL and we do a little.
Nah, I'm gonna come. I'll be back in the city in about a week or so, and then we're gonna drive around the city, drive around my hood, and y'all show you.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so one last thing before we get out of here. When does the single officially drop? Because I noticed on Instagram, I was trying to search for it in the.
It's not. I think it drops on the 27th.
Got you. Okay, I'm glad you said that because this is how it works. A lot of people, especially from platforms like myself, I see and notice that it showed you how many clicks on people click on the actual song from the insights. I look at that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was asking you that, because when I was posting your stuff, I couldn't find the song on social media.
It comes out March 27th. If I went talks to the, I don't know if because I'm depending on when the video comes out, but the single is definitely coming out March 27th. It might come out the following week, 20, whatever day that is, April something, week of that April or 4th or something like that.
But you say it's coming out in the next couple of weeks for sure.
Yes, for sure. March 27th or the 4th of April, one of those dates.
Got you. All right, man. Thanks for pulling up, man. This is everything, man. You're definitely one of them dudes. Yeah. So one more last thing.
Yeah.
And I gotta ask you this. What do you think about this whole allegations with Puff Daddy and all of this stuff going down?
Let me just keep it a buck like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect no nigga that harm women. I don't respect no nigga I don't respect no bullies. I don't respect no nigga that want to take advantage of anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's sucker shit to me. If you got to take advantage of somebody, there's something that's missing inside of you. And I'm not directing this to Puffy personally. I'm just saying, I'm generalizing it. So if the shoe fits, I don't fuck with niggas that violate like that. So according to the allegations, I don't fuck with niggas that move like that or in that kind of magnitude. In a vacuum, I don't fuck with shit like that. So if he did, that's too bad for him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't fuck with niggas that move like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into that.
All right, man. We're going to end it like that, man. Great answer. I feel the same way. Like I told everybody before. They say, Shay, you're punishing Diddy on the platform. I said, no, I'm not. These are information. This is shit that's floating all around the gram. I'm giving the people on the page the news that's already out there that they want to see. Now, I didn't do it. Puff did it. I came up on Puff. I never want to see Puff Daddy under the jail.
Me neither.
Or like you said just now, if Puff did it, I'm hoping he didn't do these things.
That's why I never pointed the arrow.
But if he did, I gotta say F him, because that's not cool. I never hit a female in my life. I don't like that.
I'm not into that. So
yeah.
if that's what some folks is on. To each his own. I just don't fuck with niggas like that. I don't fuck with people like that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't it. That ain't it for me. You know what I'm saying? I got a mother and I cherish my mom. I got beautiful nieces. You know what I'm saying? And their motherfucker go that route.
100%.
Fuck rap at that point.
Brooklyn, you heard. All right, man. Thank you, man. We gonna see you soon. And they're gonna be waiting for that record real soon, man.
The Forgotten Son coming soon. Bleed for me. Video coming soon. Shout out to the Fire Factory, Fan for Life. Shout out to the whole East New York, Pennsylvania Ave, Picking Ave, Granville, Payne. You already know the vibe. Shay Baby TV, nigga.
That's right. You heard. My man. I see you around, Ray.
Fucking records, Tone. Send me them records.
That's a fact. All right, my boy.
Yeah. One last piece.
Later.
Yep.
All right.